It's looking so good today. Hey, it's good to see everybody here this morning. Real fast, we're going to jump right into a few things. We are on our second week of big questions. And so Dwayne's going to be teaching some stuff today. You're going to break out into your small groups. We're awake. Everybody's so awake today. Look at you, so chatting, awake, alive. Hey, go ahead. If you have your phones out, just put them away for a second. Hold up. Kendall, you can set your fantasy football lineup later. I know it's a big deal to you. Well, Kendall's got one too. She's a 3-time league champion. Did you know that? Yeah. Kendall, football. Go. Hey, a couple of quick things. Make sure you all remember. First of all, I say one big thing. It's not one big thing. It's going to be like 3 things. Camp Region 2.0. This is the camp, fall escape, refuel, not refuel, Glowtober all combined into one big thing. Okay, guys? Friday night, we'll be up here. And then you go home. High school go home Friday night. Mid-school, you're going to stay for the late night after fun for something just for mid-school. And then Saturday, you all will come back up here at lunchtime. We'll have lunch together, sessions, teaching, fun, games, competition. And then we will cap off the night with Glowtober, which was an awesome time last year. I think we have 4, maybe 5 to 6 churches joining us for Glowtober. It's going to be amazing. I was meeting with Joel over at Oak Grove this past week. We're thinking we easily have, if you guys invite like you did before, there should be over 300 people at Glowtober. My question, Ethan, you said 250 people have to be here. Is that just our people signed up for the weekend? Okay, that's not for just Glowtober this time. Okay, I thought we got that thing shaved. All right, so invite guys, reach out. There are sheets of paper they got moved to somewhere. They're back there, but everything is also online. So if you go to fbcbluesprings.org, go to events, you can sign up, pay for, get everything registered online. And you can also send that to your friends. Yeah, there, thank you. Those sheets of paper are back there if you want to just take that and give to a friend also. We will have all that stuff. It's online. So if you tell a friend, you got to come with me, it's free. They just got to sign up, and they will check the little thing saying first-time visitor, and they go for free. They're registered. They're good to go. Saturday night after Glowtober, mid-school will go home because they had their Friday night thing. Saturday night will end up being a high school lock-in, and you'll stay all night, all right? So mid-school, you get your thing Friday night, high school Saturday. Everybody wears their Regen shirts on Sunday, and we have a big thing, and it's awesome. It's going to be a blast, okay, guys? So make sure you start signing up for that because that is coming up super fast. Our next announcement, is Focus. Tonight, 6 o'clock at the Crams house. 6 o'clock at the Crams house. If you weren't there, high school, if you weren't there last week, you missed out. It was a lot of information, a lot. This week's going to be shorter. But there was so much good stuff there, I'm telling you. If you want to learn how to talk about your faith, how to talk to your friends about that maybe aren't Christians or believe other things, you're going to learn so much stuff here. It's amazing. I can't stress out enough. Be there. We'll be done by kickoff, right? That's our goal. Yeah. So if you're worried about the Chiefs game, we'll be done right before the Chiefs game starts. So all right, and you can watch at least the first half at the Crams house or go home and watch the rest of your house too. So high school, don't miss out on that. There's only 3 more weeks of it, all right? It's quick, not a huge long commitment. Be there. If you missed last Sunday, it's okay. Show up this Sunday for this. It's amazing stuff. The other thing, I want to talk to you about something new we're going to try. So we are going to be we're going to start with high school only first, and then we might pick up with mid-school later on in November. But after Exodus, and I want to make sure this is something new. I want to make sure everybody's hearing if you're high school. We are wanting to do accountability groups that'll last for about 15 minutes right after Exodus. Or just calling them overtime groups. A lot of you older high schoolers, you already started doing some of this stuff during Wednesday night life groups during the summertime. What this will be is, if you sign up for this, like 4 girls and a leader, or 4 guys and a leader, and you will just come up with, here's like 4 things we want to be held accountable for. Here's things that like we want to be challenged. So it might be, hey, I'm trying to keep my dating relationships, on point. And you need a leader to ask you about that, and you want to be held accountable for it. It might be, might be 15 minutes. I'm on blue now. It's going to be like 15 minutes long, really short. Only accountability. There's not like another study, nothing else going on. It's just really quick accountability groups, because some of you all loved doing that, and I think high school girls did that too. You kind of broke off into smaller groups. Did you guys? Yeah. So you'll have 1 leader. No groups are going to be larger than 4, maybe 5 if we have to, okay? Here's how you're going to do that. Will's going to put up a QR code on the screen. I want you to get your phone out. If you want to be a part of this group, zoom in on that with your camera on your phone, and it'll pull up the link. Click that, and then you're going to fill out a little form for that. All it says is, your name, your grade, and it's going to give you, list at least 1 person you want to be in that group with. And you're going to fill that out. That way we can pair you up with at least 1 person. This is not mandatory. We want high schoolers that are like, yes, I know I need something like that in my life. It's going to be just 15 minutes. We're trying to get done with Exodus at 7:45 now, so by 8 o'clock, you're still all done. If you brought a friend with you that night, it's fine. You don't have to go to your group, but we're wanting something for our high schoolers to say, hey, I still need accountability in my life. Maybe there's stuff going on that I'm not going to always share on a Sunday morning in a huge group, but if I know I'm paired up with 2 or 3 people, this could be big for me. So use that and get signed up if that's something you are wanting to do, okay? I think, did everybody take it? They need it? All right. I think that's everything. Did we get everything? Will, did we get everything? Oh, man, if you don't have your cue ready. Oh, boy, Will. You almost lost it. You almost lost it, Will.
Need an ark to save 2 people? No. Need an ark to save 2 of each animal? I know a guy.
Not your best work, Will. Not your best work. He corrected himself in the middle of his own joke. I'm sorry, Will. It's whose? Dwayne, it's your birthday today? Hey, everybody say happy birthday, Dwayne. Way to go, Dwayne. The big 3-0. Finally turning 30. Congratulations, Dwayne. And, hey, for your birthday, I'm going to let you teach. Happy birthday to you, all right? Let's do a quick game, super fast game. And then we're just going to do Spy the Lie, all right? Very easy. Is there any leftovers back there? We got some muffins back there. All right, I'm going to give the winning team the leader's muffins from this morning. We got chocolate and blueberry. All you got to do is answer this question, right? Spy which one's a lie. We'll put up the first slide. I'll call on you if you think you know the answer. You're going to get 3 facts. 2 facts are true. 1's a lie. Pick the one that's a lie. Go for it, Will. What's our first one? All right, number 1, someone paid $10,000 for invisible artwork. Number 2, the small intestine is shorter than the large intestine. Number 3, the CIA tried to develop a group of spy cats. Spy cats? All right, one of those is a lie. What do you think? Actually, everybody can play this. Everybody put your hand up if you think it's a lie. If you get it wrong, you're out. So everybody can play. Put your hand up. 1, 2, 3. If you get it wrong, you're out. And what is the right one, Will? Number 2 is the right one. If you picked anything the number 2, you are out. Can we just come back to the whole spy cats sometime in the future, please? Let's look into that one later on. They tried one time, and they were like, wait, cats are too stupid. That's why this will never work. And then someone's like, hey, what if we use dogs to help out the police department? They're like, that's a great idea. What do we do with all these cats? Who cares? And they got rid of them. Next question.
No, you're wrong.
Next question.
You're wrong.
Really?
Yes.
When was the last time cats? What am I wrong about?
In this game, you were shown 3 facts. 2 facts are true, and 1 is a lie.
Yeah. Number 2 is the lie.
No. Number 2 is the truth. No.
Put back the rules, make sure. And if I'm right, take Will's microphone from him, Chase. You're shown 3 facts. 2 facts are true, 1 is a lie. Pick one that is a lie. Yeah, if you got number 2 is the lie. Chase, take Will's microphone from him. You only get to say a joke, all right? Don't interrupt. Now, go to the next slide. Will's having a rough day. The next one. Number 1, 152 people in the U.S. named LOL. Number 2, well, is that their initials? The first pair of shoes was made from a rabbit. I don't even know what that word is, but it's the fear of being watched by a duck. You being looked at by a duck? I don't like the way that duck's looking at me. All right, pick the lie. Pick the lie. Put your hand up if you're still in the game. If you're still in the game, all right, Will. Will, what's the lie? Oh, number 2 was the lie. The other 2 are true, right? All right. Number 3 is a lie. No one's scared of a duck staring at them. No. That's just people that want attention. Or just like to fight ducks. No, it's the next one. Let's do one more. Who's still in it? Raise your hand if you're still in. All right, here we go. What's the next one, Will? We got a Cookie Monster's real name's Billy. I hope that one's true. Peanuts are used to make dynamite. The tallest man ever was 8 feet 11 inches. One of those is a lie. If his real name's Billy Monster, that's going to be pretty funny. All right. What's the lie? Put up your number. Will, what is that lie? Dang. Cookie Monster's real name is not Billy. All right. If you're still in, keep your hand up and let's go to the next one. The blob of toothpaste that sits on your brush is called a nurdle. I hope that's true. You have the same number of bones in your hand as in your feet. You are twice as likely to be killed by a vending machine than a shark. Man, I hope nurdle is right. All right, what do you think? What's the lie? Put up your hand. What's the lie? Will, what is it? You have the... So when you put toothpaste on your toothbrush, it's called a nurdle? Huh. Just sitting around like a nurdle. Look at you. My son puts way too much nurdle on his brush, and it just gets all over the sink. All right. I love that. Nurdle will be fit into this Wednesday night's talk at some point. All right, what's our next one? If you're still in, put your hand up if you're still in. All right, here we go. Canada is south of Detroit. Dolly Parton once lost a Dolly Parton lookalike contest. Octopus have 2 hearts. What's the lie? What's the lie? What's the lie? What's the lie? Oh, they have 3 hearts? Everybody knows octopus have 3 hearts. All right. If you're still in, stand up so I can know how many people are playing. Race. Are you sure? All right, here we go. All right, I want them kept up high on this next one. Kept up high. Will, what do we got? Car engine can run on the 5-hour energy drink. Polar bears have black skin. A platypus does not have a stomach. Which one's a lie? Dude, if number 1's true, y'all better stop drinking those energy drinks. What's the lie, Will? What's the lie? Put them up high. Number 1 is the lie. Number 1 is the lie. If you're in, sit down. All right. Keep going. Go to the next one. Miss Piggy and Yoda are voiced by the same person. The muscles in your fingers are stronger than your biceps. Princess Diana's funeral was watched by 2.5 billion. Put them up high. Put them up high, Race. Whatever number you think's a lie, put it up really high. Up high. All the way up. Race, what do you got? Okay, 3. All right. What's the lie? Ooh, that's a lie. Did anybody? You're in. And you're, all right, last one. Here we go. Will, next one. Let's see who's the winner here. German chocolate cake was named after Sam German, who's actually an American. Hawaiian pizza was created in Ontario, Canada. The first set of poops had a horn like a unicorn. Ooh, what do you think the lie is? We got 2 people left. What's the lie? Nope, he's Googling it. You're going with number 3. What do you got? 2. What's the lie, Will? What's the lie? Number 3 is the lie. You got it correct. You got it wrong. 8th grade? 8th grade boys will get the leftover muffins. Congratulations. Way to go, 8th grade boys. Way to go. Next Sunday, Spy Cats. We're going to dive deep into what happened there. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, we're going to go ahead and get things rolling. So check out the video and then welcome up the birthday boy once he comes up. So let's play that video, sir.
Bye, Mom.
Good morning. So who let out the secret? Who was that? About me. Was it Rhonda? Okay. I'll have, before we break the groups, I've got something about that. That was actually supposed to be a surprise, which, surprise. So, week 2, big questions, right? So a little bit about me besides, here's a side note. Does anyone know what national day September 19th is? No? No hands. Okay, so you're going to learn something, even if it's, hopefully you'll remember something. It might be this. Today is National Talk Like a Pirate Day. Exactly. Look it up. True story. I don't know why they have a national day for everything, but today is National Talk Like a Pirate Day. So, that'd be good too. All right, on topic here. Bring it in. So, a little bit, show of hands, who has older siblings? Or you're an older, okay. Okay, that's good percentage. So did I. Okay, older siblings, right? I've got an older sibling too. He's about 3 years older. His name is Brian. And I'm guessing that if you're a younger sibling, you probably understand what I'm going to talk about. It's like you tend to really look up to and admire older siblings. I don't know why. And if you are an older sibling, they're probably looking up to you. So same was true with me. Older brother, Brian, However, he was, I love baseball, but I'm not the best at it. He was pretty good. He was a pitcher, and he was really good at it. He was also very fast. Like in high school, he actually went to state in a relay. So he was better at baseball, and he was a lot faster. So I felt a little bit like I wasn't as good. I wasn't something because it's somebody I idolized, but I couldn't do it as well as them. So it kind of made me question who I was and where I fit and everything. And what we're talking about is identity. What's our identity? The tricky thing about identity is that most of the time, we're not asking the questions with ourselves in mind. And by what I mean by that is that is like we tend to define who we are by what other people expect, their expectations of what we should do or whatever. Also, we identify by how we get judged by other people for whatever reason. And then kind of similar to that one is like our identity is affected by what's appealing, whatever that, you could fill in the blank, whatever is considered appealing to the public or other people. And all those things kind of lead to the same intro question is like, am I good enough? Am I enough as I am? I think everybody could probably sympathize with that. And that's students all the way to adults. It's one of those things in life. Some people might say, yes, I'm enough, but I could improve in whatever, or no, I'm not enough because this. So we're actually going to look at a section of the Bible. It's a good section, and I would bet money that most, if not all of you, have heard it before. But we're going to look at it kind of in a different perspective. It's usually in one frame of reference, but we're going to look at it and look at a character in the story that I would say generally people don't focus on necessarily. Do we have the John verse there? All right. After this, Jesus went across the Galilee Sea, that is, the Tiberias Sea. A large crowd followed him because they had seen the miraculous signs he had done among the sick. Jesus went up a mountain and sat there with his disciples. It was nearly time for Passover, the Jewish festival. Jesus looked up and saw a large crowd coming towards him. He asked Philip, "Where will we buy food to feed these people?" Jesus said this to test him, for he already knew what he was going to do. Then Philip replied, "More than half a year's salary worth of food wouldn't be enough to feed each person to have even a little bit." All right. Check this out. So one of his disciples, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, said, a young person, here has 5 barley loaves and 2 fish. Okay? But what good is that for a crowd this size? All right. Now let's freeze that. So what's not said in this section is like, it doesn't say whether it was a boy or a girl. It says a youth. It doesn't say if they're tall or short. It doesn't say if they are in AP physics. It doesn't say if they're fastest. It doesn't say if they are the best at baseball or whatever. None of those things, right? And even if this bread that they're talking about is the type of bread that poor people eat. Imagine nothing but like the crusts. Like if you cut off the crust off of your peanut butter and jelly, imagine this was nothing but crust bread. So it's very heavy, kind of dry. And that's all they had. That and like maybe old fish sticks, if you can imagine. So it's not. So then John continues. So he keeps going, all right? Jesus says, have the people sit down. There was plenty of grass there. They sat down, about 5,000 of them. Then Jesus took the bread. When he had given thanks, he distributed it to those who were sitting there. He did the same with the fish, each getting as much as they want. When they had plenty to eat, he said to his disciples, gather up the leftovers so that nothing will be wasted. So they gathered them up and filled the 12 baskets with the pieces of 5 barley loaves that had been left over by those who had eaten. When the people saw that he had done a miraculous sign, they said, this is truly a prophet who has come into the world. Jesus understood that they were about to come and force him to be their king, not what he wanted. So he took refuge again, alone on a mountain. So he went up. All right. John mentions but doesn't necessarily highlight the youth. I mean, he's in there, but there's no name, no gender, no nothing. He's not coming from wealth because he has a poor person's bread, but he actually is mentioned. So Jesus knew that he wasn't limited by what this kid, this youth, had or didn't have, right? Jesus says that what we have and who we are is enough. Let me repeat that. Jesus says that what we are and who we are is enough. Because in this case, if we follow that, a miracle might result. All this youth, he brought a sack lunch. And that was part of it, but the other part of it was a giving heart. He had to actually give it to the disciples, right? Or this wouldn't have happened. So just a young poor kid with a sack lunch, handing it over, and look what happens. So when we have those feelings about not being enough, ask yourself in your own mind, ask yourself these questions, and this will hopefully propagate some discussion in your small groups. Where in your life do you feel like you aren't enough? When you don't feel like you're enough, do you tend to respond by hiding or trying to prove yourself or do something else, acting out? How different would your life look if you stopped trying to prove yourself or hide from this thing where you feel less than? And when you get to feeling that way, how are you going to remember that you are enough? So those are some questions to think about as you go into your small groups. So before we break, thanks to Rhonda sharing it, so I'm going to do kind of a reverse birthday. And since it's my birthday, I get to pick. So my favorite candy candy bar is Paydays. Does anybody like Paydays? Has anybody never had a Payday? This is a crime. What is wrong with you? All right, so leaders, after we pray and before we break, if you consider your classes worthy of a payday, I have a bag of Paydays for every class, I believe, but it kind of depends on how you students have been for your leaders, so it's on them. And feel free to beg and grovel if you so choose. All right, so let's pray, and then leaders come see me. Lord, thank you for this time to look at this section of the Bible and Jesus' teaching where we look at a different way and add a different person in the story, where somebody that is nameless and faceless is part of a huge thing. And we can take something from that in that, you know, if we come with a servant's heart and charitable and just willing to be present, who knows? Maybe a miracle will happen. We don't know. So I just pray that there be good discussion on this topic, and that if there's any students out there that are feeling less than or not enough in this area, that this would really sink into their heart and be something that they could grab a hold of and see it through your eyes. So thank you for these next few minutes. In Jesus' name, everyone said, amen. All right.